Hello and welcome to Death Mute Studio. In this video I'm going to be ranking all the films from the Predator franchise from worst to best. Not including that Alien vs Predator box. There are currently 4 films in the Alien franchise as of right now, so I'm going to rank them from 4 being the worst and 1 being the best. Now, because it's such a small amount of films to rank, it makes it quite interesting. Because I don't think this ranking will cause much in terms of debate, particularly in terms of the worst and the best, as I think we all know which films will occupy the number 1 spot and the number 4 spot. The interesting debate here will be which films take up the number 2 and 3 spots. As a change of pace, I'll talk about the worst film and the best film first, then reveal which films will go at number 3 and 2. Let's have it. In at number 4, and in my opinion the worst Predator film ever made, 2018's The Predator. It's just a massive show, isn't it? There was nothing I liked or even enjoyed about this instalment. It came across like it was trying to be a Marvel film, with its forced comedy and trying so hard to expand the universe that it forgot what a Predator film should be. Which is staggering, as its director, Shane Black, was part of the cast of the original film, and you'd think, and I think we all did, thought the film would be in capable hands. Just thinking about it makes me depressed. In at number 1, the best Predator film, which should come as a surprise to absolutely no one, 1987's Predator, the original. Of course it's at number 1, was there even any doubt? Not only is it the best Predator film to date, it's the best by a country mile. It's a Stonewall classic and a near perfect film. If anyone thinks differently, then you need Jesus. Now, the interesting part of this ranking. Which is the second best Predator film? Is it 1990's Predator 2 or 2010's Predators? Both have their fair share of haters, which is understandable because neither of them have the quality of the first Predator film. But this is where I feel bad for them both, because they have to come up against or even come close to the original Predator, one of the most loved action horror films of all time. It's impossible. I have a soft spot for both, if I'm being honest. I like how Predators puts a slightly different spin on things whilst also trying to expand the universe. You can see that it has a lot of love for the original, plenty of references and callbacks, but I think that it was also one of its issues. Instead of being its own film, it relied too much on reminding its audience about the original Predator, leaning too much on the past to gain favourability with its audience. But all that does is remind everyone just how good the original Predator was, and has us pining to watch that rather than Predators. Whereas I liked Predator 2's copy and paste approach by swapping an actual jungle for an urban jungle. It's an obvious and uninspired step to take, but I think Predator 2 does an incredible job with introducing new and interesting characters. Hartigan and his team of badass machismo rogue cops, Danny Archuleta, Leona Cantrell, Jerry Lambert, and other awesome characters like King Willie. King Willie. Oh, grow up. And one of my favourite characters in the Predator universe, Peter Keyes, played by the delightfully psychotic Gary Busey. I think Predator 2 came at the right time. It feels borderline X-rated and dangerous. And if you compare it to films that preceded it, they come across very safe, polished and made by committee. Now that I think about it, it's not really a difficult decision to make at all. In at number 2, and the second best Predator film ever made, is Predator 2, leaving Predators in at number 3. So to confirm, the worst Predator film ever made was The Predator, the third best was Predators, second best Predator 2, and obviously the best one being the original Predator. So I think it's safe to say that the Predator films have gradually gotten worse as they've gone along, although the drop-off was gargantuan with Predators and The Predator. Do you agree with my ranking? How would you rank all the films in the Predator franchise? Let me know on social media and the comments section below. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, thanks for watching. Ta-da.